All the dogs in the neighborhood start barking.
Welcome to Staircase to Nowhere. We are three goofballs who are masquerading as pastors.
Three males.
Is that what's going on?
Three males looking at the mail.
Three males with the mail, and it never fails. Thank you for sending us emails at staircasepod@gmail.com. We are so thankful and excited that when we opened up our email inbox today, we had a record.
A multiple.
There were 3 emails for the very first time in Staircase
none of them
history.
were spam.
Yeah.
All real, all from different people. None of them were our wives.
Related to,
Yeah, and none of them were
related
Google
to
letting
us.
us know that our terms of service have been updated or anything.
No, it wasn't any of that. It was all real podcast-related emails. And so we are so excited to share those with you, offer our insights, feedback on this ministry culture podcast that we do. We need to introduce ourselves a little bit. My name is Noah. I'm a seminary student in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, Noah. My name's David.
That's all.
Hi,
we
David.
needed.
I think we might be friends someday.
And I'm Sam, and I'm buds with both you boys. So, yeah.
Buds of the boys.
Buds of the boy. He's buds of the boys.
All right.
Yeah, these are always fun because I think we've mentioned this before. Like neither David nor myself have access to a lot of things production-wise to this show, but we do not have access to the email. Only Noah has access to the email. And we'll get on a call, and Noah will be like, we have an email. And we're like, yay, will you read it to us? He's like, nope, I will not read it to you until we are recording. So if you ever feel like mine and David's thoughts are not fully formed when it comes to responding, it's because this is real time. This is like...
Yeah.
We're basically live streaming this.
This is basically a live stream. Unedited, just raw conversation.
It's definitely edited.
Yeah, we can absolutely stop at any moment and change things. And how do you know we didn't?
Edited.
And
Not
again,
really.
I tell you this, everything I say is a script written by ChatGPT.
Oh, no. It's Naveed, our staircase GPT.
Oh, right.
Prince Naveed, mighty is he.
Naveed GPT.
Naveed GPT.
Well,
Okay.
yes, we are very thankful for these emails, and we would love to get some more. So if you're listening to this and you're like, man, I just feel bad for them. They are excited about 3 emails. Flood our inbox. Flood it. This is staircasepod@gmail.com. Make it worth it for us.
Don't worry, like we said, Noah's the only one who can see it, so you can tell secrets about Sam and myself.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Share all the David Sam secrets. Make this Google membership that we have to pay for $50 a month worth it. I can't believe
we're paying for extra storage, believing God will fill it. Believing that He will fill our inbox with so many emails that we need an extra 5 gigs of storage for all of.
Soon we'll need a private jet because of all of our emails.
Yes,
it's true, and we'll hire people just to read the email. Oh wait, that's what we have Naveed for.
Hey, well, okay, let's get into some of these, Noah. Why don't you pick one to start with?
No more jokes. This is real now. Okay.
Crap. This is real.
All right. So the first email is from Elise R.
Hey.
Hi,
this
Elise
is Elise. Previously Elise H. Long-term friend of. Long-term friend from Taylor Universidad. Here we go. She says, new listener here. Hi, Staircase Pod. First, I want to say that this is such a relatable and insightful podcast.
Stop.
Yeah.
Both relatable and insightful?
Somebody listened to our Naveed episode.
Oh my gosh.
I'm especially looking forward to the promised voting guide, which I hope will be released soon. Hashtag Staircase Voting Guide 2024.
Did we promise something like that? Oh no.
I'm sure we did. We told you we will tell you exactly who to vote for.
Oh, who to vote for, yeah. In your local election only. You know
a
who you're
lot
going
of
to get
heavy
for your
research.
city coroner? I know who to vote for.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The school board is really hot contested this year,
Yeah.
but the real one to watch is the mosquito control. If we
Wow.
let
That's a
Johnson
Florida
win
thing.
again, we will
That is
be
a-
overrun
That
with
is a
I got a
Florida
mosquito
thing.
bite just now
Wow.
because of him.
Oh my gosh, that's a legit office in Florida municipalities.
Oh, it's an elected official.
Yeah,
It's an elected official where
It's an
Sam and I
elected
grew up.
official. Yeah,
And
Wow.
it's not even a nonpartisan election. It is a
It'll say
partisan
Republican or
election.
Democrat. Wow.
It says exactly that.
hashtag build the mosquito wall. Am I right, guys?
Oh. I promise to use 98% DEET if you elect me.
We're gonna deport them back to a different place. All right, keep going.
How can
in
you
this
get
email.
West Nile? We're not even west of the Nile. Okay,
Oh
keep going.
Stop. Noah, keep talking. I'm sorry.
Elise
is
says,
like,
on a serious note.
oh,
Oh,
sorry.
thank
Okay,
you.
so I need you guys to get to a serious note.
Lol.
All right. On a serious note, the mention of Josh Garrels reminded me of a story from last summer. My husband and I got married, moved to a new town, and hope to find a church in our new town.
Congratulations.
Yes, Elise, congrats.
And your husband.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Braden.
And
I
your
gotta
new
be
town.
honest.
Congratulations to your new town.
Congrats on new town on getting what an amazing couple.
All right, keep going. This is taking
All
too
right.
long.
We visited our current church for several weeks, feeling analytical and skeptical, but also hopeful.
Feel that.
One of the green flags came the second week we visited. The band started playing a song that sounded very familiar, but I knew for sure I did not know this song from a church context. Turned out it was Born Again by Josh Garrels.
Aw, nice. You knew
this
it from
church
the
just
coffee
played-
shop you went to.
Yeah, I heard it at the Christian Coffee Ministry.
Yeah.
She says, this church just played a song by Josh Garrels during worship. I conferred with myself. I loved it and took it as another sign that this would be a good church to make our home.
Look at God.
I was laughing out loud hearing the GPT analysis of Staircase Pod Season 2. Lately, I've been asking my friends in different industries how ChatGPT AI influences their industries. For example, I've heard an engineer say, their problems are too complex for AI to solve.
Okay.
For now.
My therapist friends say that AI can't write case notes that are based on intimate human interactions. I don't know. Feels like that's all AI does, isn't it? It just writes notes based on human input.
But I digress.
My professor friends use AI to make sure their students aren't plagiarizing papers.
Wait a second. The professors use AI to make sure students aren't cheating. I feel like that's the professor cheating. They don't read papers
Professors
anymore.
can't cheat.
They just shut up, professor.
And friends in HR and marketing are happy to use it to write content and help
Yeah.
streamline their systems and processes. I think the distinctions between different industries are fascinating. Some of our jobs will, of course, use ChatGPT more than others. And I want to keep asking people in jobs how this may or may not affect them. Looking forward to going back to your first episode referencing ChatGPT. I haven't listened to it yet. Really enjoyed listening to the latest episode, though. Hashtag just a bit of banter
Aww.
from Elise.
That's
And
Thanks,
then,
Elise.
yeah, she sent a screenshot from ChatGPT. She spoke to it herself and asked, "Do you know the podcast Staircase to Nowhere?" And
What did it say?
ChatGPT responded and said, "Yes, Staircase to Nowhere is a podcast hosted by David Neal, Sam Carroll, and Noah Nemney."
Whoa.
Yay! The internet knows who we are.
The internet knows! The show focuses on exploring ministry and culture through the lens of three friends who each serve in different ministry contexts.
Oh,
Wait, it thinks we're friends?
yeah. We fooled it.
They discuss their experiences and challenge traditional ministry methods as they seek to live out their faith in contemporary American culture. The podcast covers a variety of topics, including global theology, church and mission, and current issues within the religious community, such as the United Methodist Church split.
It's true. We did talk about
Oh.
that.
So
Wow. Thanks, chat.
That's pretty accurate.
That's a fine.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
That's a great canned description of what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically just like our description from our website, just like said different.
Yeah, but still, thank you, chat. So
what jobs can AI not do? That's my takeaway.
Yeah, I mean, definitely pastoring, right? Like it's only our jobs that'll be safe, right?
Well,
Uh-oh.
I mean, okay. I feel like this is interesting. I was talking to my uncle about this the other day because he oversees like chaplains in a hospital network here in Louisville.
Uncle Big
And-
Ron.
Yes. For those, if you know, you know. But like we were just talking about, and I have a coworker he's launching like basically like there's lots of people doing this, like a contracting chaplains to like organizations for like for their employees who need like spiritual help.
Like a workplace chaplain.
Yeah, like a workplace chaplain for like corporations and businesses and stuff, because there's so many people, you know, you can do a ton of stuff efficiently, but people are still like feeling empty and burnt out and depressed. So they're literally contracting with chaplains to try to provide like spiritual care for people in the workplace. So I do think there is like this element of, yeah, we keep running down artificial intelligence, and but are still hungry for this emotional thing that a computer, you know, algorithm can't provide us. So I think there is something to be said that, yeah, pastors should never be replaced by AI, because, you know, that spiritual counsel is supposed to touch something different. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm interested to see. I feel like we already see it, like that chaplain thing, but also just like the rise of, you know, on-demand therapy and stuff, just like trying to find emotional connection and things from people. You know, this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. But
HELP.
yeah, I just feel like, no, it just feels real that our culture is having to outsource connection to chaplains and therapists and all these things, because we can't do it organically anymore. So we have to like go to professionals just to name our feelings. And that's not a dig on any of it.
Pay people to be our friends.
Yeah, it's not a dig on it, because I'm, you know, right in the mix of it all too. But I didn't mean to rant in a mailbag.
No,
episode.
it's true. Like, people don't know how to have friendships. People are very lonely. And so I think that is causing a lot of mental health crisis, that things get a lot worse when they could be kind of solved before it gets so bad. Just by having some buddies that you do a podcast with.
Just start a podcast. Save money on therapy and spend money on producing your own podcast.
Get the big storage. You're gonna need it. You're gonna get a lot of emails.
You're gonna need the extra, you need the iCloud storage. Trust us. Well, that was a fun email. I'm glad you're listening to the show, and I hope that it encourages you and you share it with other people you think.
Maybe we'll have you on the show. Okay.
Oh,
if you join our premium subscription service.
Stop.
See, what's fun about getting an email from Elise and her being a listener is because in college, I did this radio show called Living Large with Noah and Doug.
Nice.
And we did this radio show every week on WTUR The Source, our campus radio station. And Elise was our biggest fan, like the most like involved Facebook commenter. And like she eventually came into the studio, and then eventually she was just a host. In season 2, she was a host.
What a gem.
So it was really fun.
Dreams do come true.
Yeah, exactly. So just fun to have Elise listening, and thanks for being a long-term fan and supporter of our creative pursuits.
Oh, we're glad to have you.
All right. Are you guys ready for a quick question that may not be so quick?
Oh, maybe.
Yeesh.
All right. This one's from Colin D.
Oh, hi, Colin. I know you.
Where does Colin live, David?
Well, he's in the witness protection program, so I can't answer that question. No. Colin's a recent Taylor grad, and he works for the railroad.
I've been working on the rail.
I don't want to spoil anything, but he's soon to be a seminary student. as well. So maybe we'll have him on the pod.
He's our target audience.
He's a Presbyterian. We could actually have some theological diversity.
Oh my gosh, he would baptize a baby.
Yeah, no, I draw the line at Presbyterians. I'm just kidding. What a silly line to draw. What did he say, Noah?
He said, "Howdy, gentlemen."
Howdy.
Howdy.
Is he from Texas?
He is.
Oh. All right. Well, it's acceptable.
Spot him a mile away.
He said, "I'm a short-term listener, long-time fan of the podcast." Okay, explain. David, how's he been a fan before he listened?
I've told him about it a lot, and he was like, I'll get around to it. But now that I think he's graduated, he has more time on his hands. So
that makes sense.
Thank you, Colin. That means a lot that you're here.
He said, "I'm appreciative of the conversation, you folks." See again with the Texas folksy.
He's very folksy.
He's a folksy man. Well, you're folksy, David. You're just not from Texas.
Okay.
Who's your folks?
Okay, agreed. I concede.
I concede.
He's appreciative of the conversation you folks have and the challenges that you all bring up. But he didn't say y'all. Why didn't he say y'all? Anyway. Last week at church.
Nitpick every word.
A freshman in college asked me, "Hey, why do I need to continually confess my sins if Christ will forgive me? Hasn't he forgiven me if I'm saved?" The question is a tricky one because of the theological concepts within it. These concepts can easily distract from the genuine confusion, and the answer can quickly be a spouting of various doctrine rather than being present with his question and his own personality. That sounds like a very Taylory boy, doesn't it?
He sounds like he'll be a pastor.
So my question is this. How do you answer theological questions like this? By giving the theology, but not forgetting the person. Now, this obviously changes based on the person, but it would be helpful hearing from your wealth of knowledge. Oh wow. Gosh, he's laying it on.
Boo.
Thanks, Colin.
Colin's heard a lot from me, so I want to hear you guys answer.
Well, okay, first off, I just want to speak to the context of this, not knowing Colin at all, but hearing that he was raised Presbyterian, right?
And is going to a Presbyterian seminary.
Is he going to Princeton?
Louisville?
I don't know if it's public, so I don't want to say the name of it.
Oh my gosh, congrats.
This doesn't get released.
He texted me today that he got in.
And he emailed us today.
Oh, really?
Well, we'll bleep some of this out, Colin.
Here, I'll tell you. He got
details.
into. I think it was.
Wow.
How do you know who that is?
I'll bleep that out.
Let me double check.
No one knows.
Which is where?
It's like probably one of the more premier Presbyterian seminaries.
So hearing that he was raised Presbyterian and knowing what I know about Presbyterians, that they have this big emphasis on right doctrine, right? That's like the big focus, like teach the truth, preach the word, help people get their doctrine right. Like that's one of the main focuses of why they have elders over their pastors. The elders are supposed to protect doctrine, right? And then hearing him say, I wanted to spout doctrine, but I also want to be present with the person and their question. I'm like, oh, you've just spent 4 years at Taylor University.
That's good.
Because so much of Taylor is like about like caring for people deeply on a personal level and understanding and knowing them, and not just like giving them the word that people use, which I don't think is always helpful, but they would say Bible band-aids. So they'd say, don't just put a Bible band-aid on it and just say, here's the answer, you need it. And is that the best way to speak of scripture? No. But the concept there stands of like, if someone comes to you with a genuine question, are you just going to give them the right answer, whether or not they like can receive it? Or are you going to like try to understand where they're coming from with this question and like what is the heart behind it and like what matters and why it matters as you like direct them to what you believe is the right answer and the helpful thing. So that's kind of my, I don't know, framing of where I think he's coming from. Not knowing him at all, but only hearing Presbyterian and Taylor.
Pretty apt analysis, Noah. Good job.
Pretty apt.
Sam?
Yeah. So I guess am I being asked how I would respond to somebody who says, why do I need
or
to
just any
confess?
thoughts you have from his question?
Yeah, how do you answer theological questions? By giving theology, not forgetting the person.
I think no. I mean, you just summed a lot of stuff up, really well. I think learning to be present in the learning to be present in the moment and not letting your flashcards start firing off in your brain when somebody comes to you with a question. Because there is a really because you could spout out the right answer, but that just right there, but helping people journey to the answer is the thing where people really grow, instead of just offering the flashcard of well, I'll point you to this and then here's the truth and that truth sets you free, so be good with it. But the pastoral care that is, let's talk about why you're asking that question. Let's talk about we haven't done an episode on this totally yet, but let's talk about the nature of confession. Is confession something that we have to do to please God, or is confession a gift that God has given us as his as his children, as a God who offers forgiveness freely without without withholding it at all, to those who come to him. So just and talking through posture and stuff, I don't know, because it's all situational, which comes down to knowing your people, right? It's hard to give a pastoral or a kind and gracious answer to that person if you don't know them, or if you don't have a lot of years of wisdom under you. So yeah, I think it just comes down to the importance of building relationships with people, so when they do have questions, you know how to guide that person to the truth. And that truth isn't different for each person, but maybe how you approach the answer pastorally with people really comes down to the relationship you have with them, how that person's wired, what that person needs. So I don't know. Those are some of my thoughts.
That's really good. A truth discovered is always better than a truth told.
Yeah.
If someone is going to discover themselves, then they go, oh, and then they remember it and retain it and learn it and connect it to their life. If you're just saying, this is the company line, believe it, maybe they feel more defensive to not believe it, especially in our culture of not liking authority. But I think something for me in this area is I would feel in a moment when someone says something to me, and then I would feel the need to defend basically for somebody else. So I'm no longer talking to this person. I'm trying to prove to my mentors from growing up, my family, my church, that I am standing up for truth. That I know the right answer and I'm going to say it and you're going to hear it because it's important that I say this right now. And I'm not really hearing them or where the question is coming from, because I'm just kind of giving what I think is what I should be saying in this instance. And yeah, so I think that has been a good internal kind of flag for me of if I'm suddenly thinking about somebody else, or thinking about how I have to defend something, then it's kind of are you really being present with that person right now, or are you just trying to prove what you know, or prove to somebody from years ago that you are I don't know, that your stuff.
Yeah, and again, let yourself play the long game with people. It sounds like you're in a relationship with that person, in the sense that you're not just this random person is asking me a question, how do I answer it? But if it's somebody you're in contact, regular communication with, if you know the flashcard answer of what you would say, even giving that truth some space to breathe, and invite them back to a conversation, give them maybe something to consider, and then say, let's follow up in a couple of days. Here's what I would say for now is I want you to think about this. Who is confession for? Is it for God, or is it for us? Just think about that. And let's chat on Wednesday, and I just want to hear more about your thoughts, and just like letting people sit with those things, and then after they've sat and they've thought and they've maybe have more questions, then you maybe pull up some scripture and say, okay, yeah, well, this is something we consider, and but just like letting things breathe a little bit and inviting people to think. And so I just think I do that with folks or when I'm like, yeah, this is what I would say. I'd love to talk about it more, but let's just think about this and then let's talk about it later. And it can be really great to let things not just try to rush into answers for everything. So.
Yeah, what you just offered there is answer their question with a question. Because the question is going to make them think more deeply and kind of spark that dissonance in them. And then that's when you get to offer the truth.
Yeah.
You get to offer some teaching and some correction when they've got some dissonance and they're like personally invested in. They really want to know. Well, Colin, we think you're on the right track. We're excited for you to go to seminary and keep getting good training. You're going to get a lot more theology, but I hope you also do get a lot more of this pastoral care kind of training of what it looks like to walk alongside people and not just spout the doctrine to them, but be present with them without, foregoing your beliefs and the truth that you can offer them in that instance. So teach them, but not just through telling them.
Yeah.
Lead them.
The only thing I would add, I guess, is just the whenever, I don't know, just using like anecdotes and stories tend to be helpful in my experience. And then just the idea of like when Jesus talked to people, he would give parables when teaching theology to people. And so I think there's something important to like using stories to help people, because there's something, you can see yourself in the prodigal son, right? You can see yourself in the vineyard workers or whatever. So using stories and anecdotes are often advantageous. So.
Great. Let's do our third email. Woo. This one is from Trey Calvin, longtime Instagram DMer.
My guy. Thanks.
First time proper channels emailer.
Hey, Instagram DM is a proper channel. That is a.
Oh, it is?
That's an official avenue of reaching out to us. It's fine. It's great.
Staircasepod@gmail.com or at STNpod. Trey says, hello. I've been meaning to email you guys for a while, but every time I remember another episode is dropped and I feel like I missed the conversation window, but maybe that's just me.
No, it's never too late, all you listeners.
Exactly. Like, there's no conversation window. You guys realize that if like you like send us an email on the should we pay pastors and like give us your like ingenious feedback on that, we will read it and we'll go back to that conversation. We've got plenty to talk about. We would love to keep engaging with it whenever you find these episodes.
What'd he say?
I listened to the latest Just a Bit of Banter episode and decided I'd finally send an email. I'd say some of Naveed's suggestions were decent, but I have overall enjoyed the podcast. You guys have become part of my weekly rotation as episodes drop, either when I'm at work or cutting my grass.
I'm crying.
Trey, you listen every week? Thank you.
Amazing, Trey.
Also, guys, did I even read you his email subject line?
No, you didn't. No. You skipped it.
This is wonderful. He said, finally emailing y'all since no one else will.
Oh, Trey. Don't do us like that. You had me. You had me with I listen to you every week, and then you're like, I talk to you. Since you guys are the losers in the cafeteria that no one talks to, and you get bullied by the jocks, I guess I'll talk to you. All right. What is Trey?
I mean, we did sound pretty desperate in the Naveed episode.
I guess
we did. Naveed doesn't know. No one listens. No one emails.
All right. Well, whatever. No, what do you want to? What did he say to us? What did this?
Since Naveed said y'all need more diversity in guests, I figure I'd put myself out there.
I like it.
My jaw dropped. You can't see that because it's a podcast, but it did.
Here's my pitch. Number 1, I'm black. Boom.
True. The only, say less.
You're in,
20
man.
25% increase in racial diversity for your podcast.
And if one of us gets bumped, that's a 30% increase.
It could be 33 1/3.
Oh my gosh.
He said, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves.
The numbers speak for themselves. Hey,
Number 2.
Yeah, what's number 2?
He's talking about how diverse he is. Ready?
Okay, yeah. Cool.
I cannot name even one Josh Garrel song.
Okay. He
That's
sees
good.
us
That's
as
good.
an
We can
asset. I
introduce
see
you.
that as an issue. That's fine.
But I have seen him perform live.
Dang.
Oh,
He doesn't remember any of the songs.
That's hilarious. That is so funny.
Number
What a deep
3.
cut.
Born in California,
Whoa.
but
we'd
I
have
live
Not a
in
Western.
Texas.
We would have the nation on lock. That's
yeah.
crazy.
More states you were born in and different states you live in.
It's true.
That is incredible.
Number 4, I have lots of podcast experience with producing and hosting.
Oh,
I have
Really?
2 podcasts I've created and hosted called the Thrive Brew Kombucha podcast.
What? Looking up
And-
right now.
The Social-ish Barista podcast.
yeah. His Instagram went pretty big. Barista memes.
Really?
Yeah.
We
I'll
have
plug
some
that.
good reviews and some faithful listeners.
That's incredible,
That's so
dude.
interesting.
We'll link his podcast in the show notes.
Yes. So I'm interested in that fact that he did 2 different podcasts, and I wonder, like, is he doing them at the same time? Like, did the audience come over with him? I'm just interested how you do that.
So many questions. Well, Trey sounds
We
like
might have to have him on then to.
He sounds
answer
like
those
a
questions.
very diverse.
So we can ask the questions. We can ask him, how do we podcast?
Trey, thank you so much for leading with "I'm black," and we're like, "Yeah, oh, amazing! That's so fun. That is hilarious. I love that."
Here's the only problem is our
What's your problem with Trey? What's your problem
our
with Trey?
network of theological training will not get any wider because we met at
Ah.
seminary.
Shoot.
It's gonna be another Asbury boy.
Yeah.
We can have 2 Taylors, 2 Southeasterns, and 2 Asburys.
That's,
Oh
I
my
think we need.
gosh.
I think we need Trey, and then we need Colin because at least we'd have a Presbyterian.
I
So-
mean, that is starting to look like a Sports Center cast. Like that's like 6 people on this.
We'll
That's
have
so many.
5 screens.
Maybe we'll have
Um,
one mega episode.
Was
a
that his-
fan episode?
Yeah, a episode. Was that
Ooh.
the rest of his? Did he finish his email?
He's got 2 more points of how diverse he
Oh,
is.
go ahead.
Wow.
Keep going.
We were convinced.
Yeah.
Number 5. I grew up in a Catholic home, but
Mm.
became an atheist. Didn't become a Christian until college. See, even some faith journey diversity.
Sure.
Let's go.
I ended up going to Asbury Seminary, where I met David and took over his bike repair business.
It's true.
I worked in a rural United Methodist church as a youth pastor. Oh,
Amen.
rural youth pastor, Sam, you did that.
I did. Let's talk, bro.
Then decided to join the Christian Missionary Alliance when I moved to Kentucky.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
currently in the ordination process, and I'm about to become an associate pastor at a non-denominational church here in Texas.
Congrats.
awesome.
So that's some theological range he's got there.
A CMA.
Catholic,
yeah.
Wesleyan Holiness, UMC, CMA, non-denom.
Well,
That is.
we'll
I
leave
mean,
it-
yeah.
let's leave it to our listeners. If people hear this episode and they're like, "This guy sounds like a catch," let us know. You decide. This is a democracy.
Maybe we need a poll on our Instagram.
choose.
should Trey.
Our next
should we
guest.
let Trey-
Ooh, wait, it's like you do like a poll of like our next guest. You pick this person or this person is our
Oh
next
my
guest
gosh.
on the pod.
Yeah. Would you
Wow.
like Francis Chan or Trey? Which would you like? Those are your options.
Oh,
Number 6. I feel like I really enjoy your topics and would just love to hang and chat on an episode sometime.
That's incredible.
That's exactly what we do.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I think I really love that there's Baptist and Methodist pals having a good old time.
Dude.
And I often feel like you guys are down to earth and we'd be fun to talk with. Anyways,
all right,
I'd be.
I'm in.
It's a front.
I'm convinced.
We're not down to earth.
Yeah.
We record this in our office rooms in our houses.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'd be honored to join as a guest if y'all find yourselves in need in the future. Regardless, I'll be listening and I'll try to be better at sending in questions.
Yeah,
I'll be better.
I love that. But if you don't want me, I'll still listen.
Every week when I cut my grass.
I hope you're cutting your
I'll
grass
just be a
right
little
now,
more
Trey.
angry when I cut my grass.
They rejected me.
Yeah, every new episode I'm not on is a knife. Like,
After he gave 6 good reasons.
That's
He says,
amazing.
I don't know, maybe ask Naveed what he thinks about my pitch.
Oh, I
Ooh.
like that. Sam, can you
Oh.
run it through Naveed?
Send me the email, Noah.
All right, I'm sending. We need to know what Naveed thinks.
Yeah, we need to
let's-
end this episode.
With Naveed's response. Here, Sam, ask Naveed, what do you think of this pitch from Trey? Should we let him on our podcast? His last thought. Oh, another thought. Maybe have short 15-minute Q&A episodes in response to the longer format episodes. I think this could maybe encourage people to engage more often. Cheers from Roy Trey C. The third. I guess that's the Trey.
That would be the 3.
He left his cell number as well.
Whoa.
What a
All right, put it out there for everyone to listen. Here.
LOL.
It's 555.
Trey, thanks for that email, man. So kind. Yeah, well, let's see what our AI has to say.
But we're in. We want you.
We
wonder
can't
what
even
would-
make
what-
decisions on our own now. We have to run it through AI.
What does AI say?
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
So he has 5. Our chat has 5 points in response. First, so Trey, Naveed thinks you stand out for several reasons. First,
Oh, wow. Naveed loves
diversity
Trey.
and perspective. This listener emphasizes their racial background, which can add valuable diversity to your podcast discussions.
Wait, does
well
Naveed
received.
know we're all white?
We said it in the podcast.
It probably
Oh, okay.
figured it out.
Yeah, I think it's not that hard.
Yeah, relevant experience, unique journey and background, connection to hosts, and engagement ideas. Their suggestion for shorter Q&A episodes. Yeah. Okay. Brass tacks, bottom line. The recommendation is, based on the pitch, the listener appears to be a strong candidate for a guest appearance. They bring diversity, relevant podcasting experience, and a
True.
compelling personal story that aligns with the themes of ministry and culture discussed on your show. The suggestion for increasing listener engagement through question and answer episodes also shows a thoughtful approach to enhancing your episode. Given these points, it would be beneficial to invite them for an episode.
Verdict? Beneficial.
The verdict is beneficial. The verdict is
So
beneficial.
still not a yes, according to AI.
Yeah, so Trey, I don't know if we'll ever see you. We just know that'd be really good for us if you did
It'd
come
be
on.
beneficial. It'd be helpful. It'd be
It'd
good.
be really helpful. You're a great, incredible person, really kind and smart, but we don't know.
But AI can't tell us yes.
Too soon to tell, man. That's awesome. Hey, thank you. Thanks everybody for writing in. That was a lot of fun. Send us anything else. If you send it, it'll probably get on the air. So that's just fun.
At this point, 100% of our emails have gone on the air.
Except for that one where it was just kidding.
No,
But yeah. So do you guys have anything to say before we land the plane?
Trey, I'm interested if you respond to this email. What would you want to talk about? What would
I like
you
that.
what would you want your episode to be about?
Trey, write us up if you come up with the prompt and all the discussion, I like that.
Dude,
Yeah,
listen.
if you plan and do all the work,
You do
we
the
will
hard
definitely
work.
show
No,
up.
hey, I'm totally fine. Listen, I'm just making things up right now. I'm totally fine if you're listening and you just want to come on and soapbox about some ministry or culture thing.
that you're passionate about.
Just come on and call. Even if it's 15 minutes of us talking about it, you can join us. It'd be hilarious.
Do we want to have him tell us the finer details of kombucha?
Yeah, bring it on.
Is it alcohol or not?
Yeah, can you be a Mormon and eat kombucha? That's our discussion.
Can I drink it at seminary? That's the real question. Oh, man.
Best ways to eat a SCOBY? That's a nerdy joke for you. That's a nerdy joke for you. It's okay.
I'm wrapping this up.
All right.
Sam is done.
I'm done.
Some of us have backing up sinks that need to be dealt with.
Yeah, we won't say who. But when this releases, I just hope by then it's been resolved.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been Staircase to Nowhere's mailbag episode. If you want to talk to us and you don't know how to do it at this point, that's on you. We will hopefully be talking to you next week. And have a great rest of your day.
Staircasepod@gmail.com.
You had to say it.